People, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in. Now, Arsenal's first team might have beat Tottenham Hotspur this weekend. I'm sure you sadly saw that we can't always have it, because while the first team won, our two academy teams got smacked up. Arsenal's under 18's won, Norwich 4, Arsenal 1. That goes with a heavy defeat for our under 23s who lost 3-0 and got whitewashed against Blackburn. So you can't have it all. There are some similarities, again, it's our under 18s boys. They need to learn to manage games. They need to understand the importance of starting well. They need to understand, I'd say, the importance of focusing. There was two needless penalties we conceded in this game. One, by God's grace, obviously in the second half they missed. First half they obviously scored, and I think players, they're obviously these young 16 to 18-year-olds, they're of that age now where they need to learn. They need to learn not to go to ground when you cannot see your man, marking properly. Yeah, we had, I would describe as the more experienced Idalo, Daniel who played in an unusual role but typically plays as a right back. Sejan was there, so we did have a couple more experienced heads to lean on. Obviously there was a lot of rotation. Amari on the bench, Patino is injured at the moment but seems to be unofficially promoted to 23s. There's a bunch of players that aren't called upon at this level, and that's giving opportunities to other people. I think Jeff Cott, for instance, at left back has done well. Don't feel Billy up front, Billy Vigas has grabbed all his chances, but there's been other bits and pieces. But in relation to this game, it was frustrating because literally against the run of play, I think Brooke Norton-Cuffy had a very good game at right back across all aspects as well, mind you, and that's the only positive. That is actually his move. He's broken forward. We're moving forward. The player's broken down through no fault of his own. They've hit us on the counter attack and put the ball in the back of the net very early on, 1-0. It was a very good goal to concede for them to score. It was a very disappointing one to concede because you could see it happening. And that's where we need to be a bit street smart. Again, after that, Norwich, we know where it is. You can't give Norwich time and space. They produce ballers. They've got good ballers. They've got Jonathan Rowe, who had a very good game and he signed his pro deal. And obviously, make sure you check out the interview I did with him last year. He's a good player. But he's wreaking havoc, people. He's wreaking havoc. He's putting in lovely crosses. He's putting in lovely passes in behind and things like that. And he's causing problems for us. Dickerson Peters, I believe one of their names is, Rowe. They're all causing problems. All these Norwich players are causing problems for us, people. And they get their second in similar circumstances shortly before that. Then obviously they add their third. They get their third just before half time. It's a needless one. It's a ball in behind, a dangerous ball. Zach, he's a good defender. I don't know why he's going to ground there. He's got no eyes on the ball, and you're taking you're taking a risk in that regards, people. He goes to ground. We mess up. It is what it is. It's 3-0 past the pad. We're done before half time. We did concede another penalty in the second half. By God's grace, it was missed. The fourth goal, as you lot can see, well, you can't see. I can show you my notes here, people, because I just think it makes it more pleasing for you guys to see this. The fourth goal, again, it was a terrible goal for us to concede. They broke from a free kick on the right-hand side, people. Well, you can't see at this moment in time. Like I was saying, for the fourth, people, it was a terrible goal from us to concede. They broke from a free kick on the right. They keep in possession. They've put the cross in. Again, another theme of us. I don't feel we cleared our lines properly. We're slicing the ball when we're trying to clear it. We're not headering out with conviction. We're at complete 6s and 7s, and that was led to our demise for the fourth goal. Obviously, at the end, Joel Adalo, he got his first goal, I believe, for Arsenal Football Club. It was a scrappy goal. It was a good move, but it was a scrappy goal. Eventually went in. That was the only thing we did. At least we mashed up their clean sheet. But other than that, we were poor. We weren't at the races. We were second best. I do think if we had a full strength team, we might have been doing better, but it is what it is. I do think, like the 23s, we didn't take the chances we had early, and it's cheap mistakes, cheap penalties given away, switching off for goals. And if a lot of these boys want to make it at this football club, they're going to have to cut that out. Like I said, I think Norton-Cuffy, Brooke played very good. I felt he did not get ripped. I think he broke very well. Like I said, I think we was impacted by Kiddo Taylor-Hart not being about, Patino not being about, and rotation within the side. But that's still no excuse. If you're in the professional game, you miss key players, you have to get the job done. Not seeing him score much, so it was lovely for him to score. We were slow out of the blocks, and again, you cannot do that against a team like Norwich and a team of this quality. Amari Hutchinson came off the bench and huffed and puffed a bit, but ultimately it's too little too late. He couldn't change it by himself, and we deserve to lose. It's a heavy L, but we have to go again. It is what it is. I still believe in this group of players. Bad day at the office, but they're still a good players. You know, a lot of them are 16, 17, so they're going to have to learn from these naive mistakes and learn how to manage games as they progress. Hopefully at Arsenal, I do believe all of these players, the majority of them can have good careers, but it's down to them. On that note, though, like I said, people, sadly, Norwich 4, Arsenal 1, and it's a hefty defeat for our under 18s. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And for now, people, deluded, I'm out.